Okay, I would like to call the regular city council meeting to order for Monday, January 26, 2026. Clerk, call a roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Here.
Teeman.
Here.
Payton.
Here.
Edgecombe.
Here.
Sapienza.
Here.
Osadnik.
Here.
Lukosius. Marino.
Here.
Mayor Klowski.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comment in-house tonight, anybody? Early for public comment online?
None yet, Your Honor.
Presentations, we had a cancellation be due to the weather. They will be back here. Eric is not here right now, but I believe they'll be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks back for this presentation, sir. Yep, so they'll be back in a couple weeks. We'll move on to minutes, financial reports, activity reports. Can I get a motion for the regular meeting minutes for January 12, 2026, the treasurer's report for December 2025, city clerk's report of cash received for December 2025, building permits for fourth quarter report 2025, building permits annual report 2025, approved volunteer ambulance service, activity summary for December 2025, approved volunteer ambulance activity summary for the year 2025.
So moved, Your Honor.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried. We'll move on to committee reports. Alderman Payton, Finance.
Alderman Sapienza, please.
Yes, I have the disbursements to be paid January 28th, 2026 in the amount of $2,901,762.90. Make a motion that we pay the bills in the usual manner.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Clerk, call a roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye.
Motion
Jackson?
carried.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Mayor. Jackson, do you have anything for us this evening? Tracy, do you have anything further? Kim, do you have anything for us? That is all from Finance.
We will move on to Public Services, Chairman Edgecombe.
First of all, Mr. Mayor, we're going to table the motion that's under Public Services this evening. Finance Committee is going to work with the new budget year to try to figure out that situation, and then we'll be bringing it back for a motion at a later date.
Okay.
So,
Tom talked to Jeff, Tracy, everybody, so everybody's on the same board. Or does anybody need an explanation from the council? Pretty much self-explanatory, Tom?
Yeah, it's pretty much,
Yeah, that's fine.
I sent an email to all the aldermen. I didn't want anybody excluded or anything like that, so
Okay,
this is the best thing for us.
thank you.
Chief Raymond, did you have anything this evening? Chief King? Adam, anything?
Yeah, just one thing super fast. This week, I believe is Catholic Schools Week. They reached out to me previously a couple weeks ago, requesting to use the ice skating rink on Saturday, reserving the rink from 2 to 4. I approved that. I apologize for not getting it on an agenda for council approval, but they are having just a little event from 2 to 4. The ice rink will be closed. I'll make sure that's online, that from 2 to 4 on Saturday the 31st will be closed to the public. The locker room is having skate rental for them, all taken care of, I believe. So just want to let everybody know that's going to be happening this weekend on Saturday. So if there's any questions, let me know.
Perfect, thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, Adam, we probably should set something up, go moving forward, like for next year, kind of like the park shelters and stuff like that. So, instead of just hitting people with something like this that were closed, they should have anything, sign up so that people know way in advance. What do you think? Schedule. There's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
For the rink itself, or?
Well, yeah, all of a sudden it's 2 to 4, it's closed,
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I think you're gonna have to put some minimums on how many people that they would bring. You're not gonna close the rink for a family.
Right.
To utilize it. So let's have some parameters on the thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We better put up some guidelines of, you know, somebody wants to have a birthday party of 8 people, no, we're not closing it for that.
Adam, and
Yeah, we've done it for the schools before for the splash pad. Same thing for the rink this week. You know, they've got, I think she said, like 300 and some kids enrolled in the whole school around. They don't expect that many, you know, families and stuff, but I'm sure they'll get a good amount. So
But
for no
it's a good
conflicts.
thing, but we want to be careful with this because this could get out of control.
are you gonna, did you say you're gonna post it someplace?
I'm
So
gonna
people,
put it on Facebook tomorrow.
I mean,
or-
a sign
just-
at the rink too, though.
Yeah. I
Can you do
figure
that
some- yeah.
inside the window so they don't tear it down?
Yep, for sure. Yeah. No problem. Mm-hmm. No
Okay.
doubt. All right.
I mean, yeah, we all agree this is a good thing, right, guys? I mean, this is what we built this for, but we don't want to restrict it that, you know, all the time, especially on the weekends. Okay,
That's all for public service.
Public Works Committee, Chairman Lukosius.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alderman Marino, would you start us off, please?
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve an engineering and service agreement with Chamlin and Associates for the North Trunk Sewer Construction Inspection.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Anything, Eric, on this?
Just, we've had our pre-construction meeting. We are moving forward to starting the project. We're estimating a start date in late March, early April, with a completion of April of '27.
We get a second on that? Any other discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Payton, Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza, Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius,
Aye.
Marino. Aye.
Motion carried.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to award the 138 kV transformer to Hitachi Energy in the amount of $12,979,036.
Any discussion? Kevin, you want to brief us a little bit on this please?
Yeah, these are the transformers for the new interconnection with Ameren at 138,000 volts. They'd be used to service the entire city, and we'd have the capability to have backup security as well. As when we go to 138 kV, the 34.5 kV interconnections we have will be discontinued. So we need that for security purposes as well. On the flip side, these also create a substantial reduction in the cost of purchased power for the city of Peru. So there's benefit in that as well. Also, it, in the nature of the whole project, enables more economic development, more independence for the city of Peru, because now on many of our capacity discussions, we'll be conducting those through IMEA, but directly with MISO, as opposed to having those discussions with Ameren and then having to pay for them to upgrade their infrastructure while we upgrade our infrastructure. It just creates a lot more efficient use of capital throughout the entire electric system for the city of Peru.
Okay, thank you. We had a meeting before this at 4 o'clock with Kevin and Eric and Tracy and Tom. And Tracy's on it now about financing. We have 60 days, I believe, 10%, and then another 60 days. But we'll have all this probably at the committee next week, right, Trace? That's fine. And if you got any questions in the meantime, Tom can answer them, or I, or Tracy, or like I said, more of the details will be coming at committee level next week.
Yeah, it's a 38-month delivery time.
Okay, we have a second on this one. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard,
Aye.
Teeman,
Aye.
Payton,
Aye.
Edgecombe,
Aye.
Sapienza, Osadnik,
Aye.
Lukosius,
Aye.
Marino. Aye.
Motion carried.
Eric, do you have anything additional for
Nothing additional.
Jeff? You have anything? Stephen? That's all for Public Works.
Report of city attorney ordinances and resolutions.
Yes, Your Honor. The first two items I have on the agenda tonight relate to the development of a new extended stay hotel, generally located on the site of the former Howard Johnson's 1840 May Road. An ordinance approving and authorizing the amendment of the tax increment financing district redevelopment agreement by and between the City of Peru, LaSalle County, Illinois, and Pojo Limited Partnership and Illinois Limited Partnership.
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Clerk, call a roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman. Aye. Payton. Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye. Motion carried.
Next, an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a tax increment financing district redevelopment agreement by and between the City of Peru, LaSalle County, Illinois, and Sunrise Hospitality, Inc., an Ohio corporation.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? You gave it a little briefing before. Eric or Scott, you guys want to brief a little bit more? I know media is here today. They're going to want to know more about this. Is there anything else we can tell the public?
So the first ordinance with Pojo, we recently included them in the new Mint TIF district back in October. We had a previous agreement with them to reimburse the costs related to the demolition of that Howard Johnson's facility. We continued that into the new TIF. And these two ordinances basically split the TIF increment incentive between the two entities, Pojo and Sunrise. So we're expecting, the hotel to commence construction this coming May and complete or reach substantial completion by October of 2027. And so we're just, these two ordinances handle the allocation of that TIF increment between those two parties.
What was the stories and how many rooms on this? I forget.
It's a minimum of 90 suites. It'll be 4 stories.
I think they'll have an official release on it with the brand and flag. That's to come.
This is, I think you guys have been working on this for quite some time. A lot of hours, a lot of effort.
Yeah, recent months have been busy with it. It's nice to have the new TIF district and create some activity there. So the months here at the end of the year got pretty busy. So yeah, it's good.
Okay, clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman. Aye. Payton.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye. Motion carried.
Next, I have an ordinance declaring surplus revenue in the Peru Downtown TIF District Special Tax Allocation Fund and authorizing payment of that surplus revenue to the LaSalle County Treasurer for distribution to affected taxing districts on a pro rata basis for tax year 2024 payable 2025.
And I'll second it.
Any discussion? Clerk, call roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman. Aye. Payton.
Aye.
Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye. Motion carried.
Last, I have an ordinance declaring surplus revenue in the Peru MVP TIF District Special Tax Allocation Fund and authorizing payment of that surplus revenue to the Bureau County Treasurer for distribution to affected taxing districts on a pro rata basis for tax year 2024 payable 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Clerk, call roll, please.
Alderman Ballard.
Aye.
Teeman. Aye. Payton. Edgecombe.
Aye.
Sapienza. Osadnik.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Marino.
Aye. Motion carried. Anything else from city attorney tonight? No, sir. Proclamations. I don't think we have anything. Nothing. Unfinished business? I don't have anything. Moving on to new business, I need a motion to authorize Human Resource Director to seek applications for the position of part-time meter reader office assistant.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carried. Petitions and communications.
Yes, Your Honor. We have communication from Vitus Healthcare requesting permission to hold the annual butterfly release at Baker Lake on Saturday, June 20th.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All those signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion carried.
That's it, Your Honor.
Mayor notes, I guess the main thing is to talk about, I talked to Kevin, what a wild weekend Peru had. You can't say enough what electric department did, fire department, you guys were busy, police, the public street department, Jamie getting out those code reds, I think was awesome. Kev, you want to give us a short briefing on where we stand with this thing and how difficult that job was this weekend?
Yeah, it was difficult. It was a pole that had some pretty, significant loading, and it was just on two sides of the pole and so forth. And the semi that hit it actually broke the pole in a couple of locations. And when it did that, it created a shock load that also broke adjacent poles as well. So in the restoration process, we had to be extremely careful to not have further failure of the structures that were already damaged, thereby creating wires that would come down and create additional hazards. And then on top of it, with the extraordinarily low temperatures, we talked to the guys and we devised a whole work process for them to restore all that damage while the lines were still energized, with 13,000 volts, because we had to take two short outages, both probably 1 hour or less, just because for safety. But for the most part, we tried to avoid any outages whatsoever because of the danger to residents with such extreme low temperatures. So instead, we opted to use more safety procedures, more safety equipment, which of course makes it take longer. But I would say the pole is probably, 80% done. There's some underground stuff that we did not do. All the aerial stuff is back in service and done appropriately, which is great. And so that's all been accomplished, and nobody was injured and no equipment was damaged. So we call that a win. And we were able to keep, the bulk of the residents in nice warm homes throughout that whole cold snap. While, those guys were literally, making big sacrifices. You think it's cold on the ground, go up 35 feet and see how cold it is there. It gets even worse with the wind.
The biggest thing I took away was the minimal of outages was fantastic. People were not out at the most, 40 minutes at one point?
The first one is probably an hour, maybe a little bit longer. I don't have a great recollection. It was kind of a long weekend. So the first one was a little bit longer. The second one was about an hour, maybe 50 minutes. I don't remember. But again, every single one of the linemen should be commended for their efforts. They did a fantastic bang-up job and really endured some very, very miserable working conditions to get it done.
And absolutely no injuries, everybody, no frostbite or anything. You guys rotated really well, worked out really well.
Yep, we took care of them and made sure people, had opportunities to do things in phases and steps so that people could get warm. And, we did do some things, got some hot chocolate for them here and there, and even some members of the public, dropped off a bag of cheeseburgers and things like that. So it was kind of fun that way too.
Kevin, did we have any mutual aid?
We had one person from Princeton that helped us for just a little bit. But no, the 99.9% of the work was all done with the Peru employees.
Okay, very good.
Kevin, I had someone who wanted me to convey a message to you guys, and they said thank you very much to you and your crew, and how fortunate we are in the city of Peru to have a crew like that to work on an exceptionally lousy weather day. Couple days, quite a few days. Thank you.
Yep. No, and everybody responded. I had one person that was out of the state on personal business, but every other single person in the department responded and came to work and ready to support the city.
Kevin, I also wanted to thank you and your guys. Obviously, this was Jeff and my ward that was affected by it the most, and honestly, I had no idea what was going on. I started getting phone calls. I was at work, and I had to call Jeff to find out what was going on. But it was pretty scary being cold, as cold as it was, and not having power for people. But you guys did limit it as much as you can, and I want to thank the residents also for being patient, because I know it's a pain in the butt not being able to drive on Shooting Park for a couple days. But safety is the highest priority, and when Kevin explained to me that the reason that Shooting Park was shut down for so long is so that we didn't have to shut power down. Makes total sense to me. But thanks to all your guys for the long hours, because I can't imagine how that was.
No, absolutely. And on top of that, there was also another lightning arrestor failure on the hydro line too. So it was just like the never-ending gift this weekend.
Clerk Merle, are we able to gather any of this for billing the insurance of the vehicle that caused the accident?
Yeah, Allison has a list of, or compiling a list.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, again, no injuries. The outage, unbelievable work, outstanding work. I had something else I was going to add to that, but Jason threw my rhythm off. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. It was something, but I lost it. Okay. But yeah, great guys. No injuries. That's the main thing. Oh, that's it. Jamie with his code red. You know, we always try to spin good things. We got 80 new people signed up now for the code red, because that's a good thing. Because a lot of people didn't know that it existed. So, that's keep people informed, right? So thank you to the clerk's office. Last thing I got, Jeff King. I believe we have a new resident living in Peru. Correct? What do we got? You got something to tell us here? Birthday. And Tracy Mitchell's birthday. That's good. It was a long couple of weeks, right? So congratulations to you and your family. I don't have a public comment in-house. Public comment online.
No, Your Honor.
Good
25
deal.
views.
No reefer in closed session. Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.